Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Dr. Ali Jawad. I'm a lecturer at Hull College, UK, and I specialize in medical electronics. I've been in UK since 1980. I went to study there and stay there since then. I've got married with 3 children, and I've been lecturer for over 19 years. And I've been coming to Karbala since 2003. Since I came to Karbala in 2003, I really feel I'm in paradise, especially when I come between the Haramain, Imam Hussein and Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhim salam. When I come to Karbala every time, especially if I come via Najaf or via Baghdad, you see the minaret, I feel at home, I feel safe. I feel actually I am in heaven, because the feeling and the atmosphere is really relax me. I give you an examples. I've got, for example, arthritis in my hand. Every time I come to Karbala, I forget all the pain I've got in my hands, and I've been this as all the times. I don't feel any pain. I feel always good. Every time I want to visit Imam Hussein alayhi salam, I don't want to leave the harams after finish the Zyarah and sitting, and the atmosphere when I see the people coming in and out of Imam Hussein's, the feeling really can't explain, is something's unbelievable. I really feel sorry for so many people who think of their situation in Iraq. They don't come to Karbala. I mean, as I said, I've been since 2003. Sometimes I go twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. I come to Karbala, and Alhamdulillah, so far I haven't seen anything. The place is safe, more secure, and I do feel people started giving excuses not to come to visit Imam Hussein and Abu al-Fadl Abbas and the others A'imma in Iraq, because this is a chance for them. Is opportunity for them to come. There's an English saying, if you got the opportunity, grab it with your teeth. Therefore, there is opportunity for people to come to visit Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his brother Abu al-Fadl Abbas, is either via Najaf or Baghdad or via any other route, because today's you've got the opportunity, maybe next month or next year you won't have this opportunity. Therefore, as much as you can, I feel it should everybody feeling for Ahlul Bayt to visit Ahlul Bayt, and if they need anything from Ahlul Bayt, I believe, because I've got the experience of that, Ahlul Bayt will give you. One thing we need to make it very clear about when we're asking Ahlul Bayt, either Imam Hussein, Abu al-Fadl Abbas, or any other Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, when you ask them to need something, if we have problem, or if you ask them to solve anything we have, we believe because they have got some, which they call manzilat in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, therefore they are our solicitor, Ahlul Bayt. I believe Ahlul Bayt, our doctors. That's why when you ask them to be between us and God, we have evidence. There's so many times people, and I've seen it, not only a theory, no, I've seen it as a practice, when people asking Ahlul Bayt for either to recover from illness, or they've got problems, and ask them to solve the problems. And believe me, that happens. It's happened with me, and it happened with so many friends, and I do believe in that. The other things when you come to Karbala is because of the atmosphere, you feel it's different. For example, when you come to Muharram in Karbala, there's no other places is like Karbala, because the atmosphere is really the morning here in Karbala, and the atmosphere is fantastic. You feel, and it starts to remind you of what's happened in 10th of Ashura. I mean, for example, we have Majlis, alhamdulillah, in our city in Hull, in Britain, which we call Imam Al-Hassan Associations. We do Majlis all the time. For Muharram, we have the 13 days, from the 1st of Muharram until the 13th of Muharram. And we sort of, the most of the ceremony we do there. But the atmosphere, if you compare, is like 10th of Muharram in Hull, in our center, and here, there is no comparisons there. You are feeling sort of coming back to the day of 10th Muharrams here, because I've been twice in Muharram here about 5-6 years ago. Therefore, it is really, and same as in Ramadan, for example. When you think about Ramadans and Laylatul Qadr, we do our dua and salah for 100 rak'ah we do, and all the three, for example, three surah we read, all the dua and all the a'mal we do it in our center in Hull, walhamdulillah. But the atmosphere not like Laylatul Qadr in Karbala, in the haram of Imam Hussein's. Because 2 years ago I was here in Muharram. Laylatul Qadr was the 23rd of Muharram of Ramadan, sorry, in Karbala. The atmospheres, you don't want to leave actually here. We stay until mornings, and we've done the morning prayer here, and I went back home, and still I didn't want to leave, because the feeling and the atmospheres and the way it is you feel of the dua and the ceremony you're doing is completely different than in anywhere else. The other thing in Karbala, when you come to Karbala, especially in Karbala, you feel is like the heaven being open to you. I mean, all Ahlul Bayt is wonderful when you go to visit them, but especially Karbala, and especially Imam Hussein alayhi salam, when you go to the Sahan of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, it's not like anywhere else. This is my own experience and my own feeling. And a lot of people that told me same things. When they come to Karbala, they don't want to leave, actually. That's why so many people, they come to Karbala and stay for 2-3 days, and then they will go visit to some other places, some other Imam for a day, and come back here. Therefore, Karbala is a special place, not only because it's piece of Jannah, of heaven. It is a paradise, actually, and it is because of Imam Hussein's here. I advise all our brother and sister, everybody's got opportunity to come to Karbala and visit Imam Hussein and his brother Abu al-Fadl Abbas, and of course Amir al-Mu'mineen and Kadhimains, Samarra, inshallah. I advise them to come as soon as possible. If they come, especially the people having been the past 10 years here, at least if they come once, and I give guarantee they will come back again. I give you an example. One of my friends start giving us excuses all the time. Every time I used to advise him, encourage him to come to visit Ahl Bayt in Iraq, they give you an excuse, this one or the other. And then 3 years ago when he came to Karbala, he said, the first time when I look at Imam Hussein's, I couldn't stand. And his wife actually thought something is going on with him, because he's paralyzed in front of Bab Shuhada. That's what he told me that. For 10 minutes he was sitting there, he couldn't say, just he was looking at the Bab Shuhada. After that, when he went to Imam Hussein, I've done the Zyarah and finished, and he stayed in Karbala for 7 days. He planned to stay in Karbala only for a day, and then go to Najaf to visit Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, and then to Kadhimain, and then to Samarra. But after that's what's happened to him, he couldn't leave for 7 days because like he felt stuck to Imam Hussein. And after 7 days, he wanted to visit Amir al-Mu'minin and he went to Karbala, but unfortunately, because of situation security, he couldn't go to Samarra. But after that, he started coming now 3 times a year, and that's happened 3 years ago. But before that, he was giving excuses. One day he used to say to me, the security, the other days is I couldn't go via Kuwait because it's too long, and all excuses. But now he said, doesn't matter which route, he will come to Karbala. He started with all excuses, he started planning, and believe me, we human beings always give an excuses if we don't want to do something. That's what my friend used to do. But since he came to Karbala, he started planning, and he said, I wouldn't leave for the earth now. And that's what I advise our sister and brother to come to Karbala, visit Imam Hussein and his brother Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhum salam. And believe me, it is safe and the atmosphere is wonderful. Even the outside Karbala is safe. I hear so many stories, people that said, and so many rumor, and all the rumor is incorrect. I've been here for a month now, since 28th of Ramadan, and is very secure and very safe, and still is wonderful. Actually, I don't want to go back, but because of my job and my family there, I have to go back to Britain. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Hussein Ali Jawad, and I am 15 years old, and I go to high school in Hull, England, and I come here every 2 or 3 times a year to Karbala. And when I come here, I feel like I'm in paradise, because as it says, this is like a piece of heaven. And every time I go inside Imam Hussein alayhi salam or Fadl Abbas, I feel like I want to stay here like all the time. Like every time after the Zyarah or after we go, I want to say more. I want to stay there and just keep looking around, because it's so amazing and beautiful. When I come to Karbala, I've been twice for Arba'iniyya, and I see like millions and millions of people come every day to Karbala from the house where I am, and it's amazing, like seeing how many people come here to see Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. And you see people always with the good service and trying and are kind and trying to help people come and have tea of Abu Ali, and eat iftar in Ramadan, or have something to eat on the way as they come to Karbala in Arba'iniyya. And every time in Ashur, you feel like no place other, because even if when we in our center in Imam al-Hassan Association, it's different to being here, because here the atmosphere is much more different and better. You feel like you're in the zone, like in the zone when you see it, especially on the 10th of Muharram when you go for HOTBIRD in the morning. It's something different and very a good experience of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. My message to my friends is that, if they can, to come here as many times as possible as they can in their lifetime, because it's something here, it's a different experience, and it's wonderful to be here, and you always want to come back. Every time I come to Karbala, I go to Quran al-Kareem and recite the Quran in the haram of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. And when I go with my cousins or with my family, and you sit down and read, you see people and you make friends with a lot of people, and they're very kind and they welcome you to Karbala. And so I advise people to come, I advise my friends and other people to come here to Karbala, because you make a lot of friends and It's very nice to recite the Quran as well, and you will know more about the Quran, and you learn a lot in being Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Also, the culture here is more welcoming than being in England, as the people welcome you to come and be here in Karbala, and they welcome you to do lots of things. For example, like reciting the Quran, or helping out in the Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, or just doing something even simple. People always welcome you. Also, the culture here is much more different to England. In England, you go from school and you go home and you maybe see your friends sometimes. Over here, you always go out and you see different people and you make more friends, and you feel much more at home and safe here because you know everyone and they're all very welcoming.